elaborate on cracking the top 100 and what it means to you
For what?
as far as scoring?
Oh, I did that?
Yes, you did.
Oh, man, it took long enough. Looking at some of my peers, they're cracking records left and right, and just feel like I'm following suit. Just making sure I'm staying disciplined to the game of basketball, but more or less to my life, and just pouring my heart and soul into this. Been through a lot, so to get a few buckets and be in the top 100 NBA scoring all time, I don't take it for granted. Those accomplishments at all.
Kyrie,
Thank you, guys.
You said that this Clippers team was going to figure it out. They were going to look a lot better when you saw them.
Mm-hmm.
How'd they look out there to you tonight?
Made me eat my words, didn't they? They were right. Yeah, I was right on time with it. We knew what type of game it was going to be tonight, but you could tell that T. Lue made some adjustments, and they're playing with a better pace. And last night was a tough game for them to respond the way they did. Shows the resilience of their team, and for us, we still have some more work to do, continuing to hammer in on doing the little things and just covering for one another. It was a tough game tonight, so you got to give them credit for doing that on that end, on the defensive end, and staying physical with us. And then offensively, we just got a little stagnant. They kept us out on the perimeter pretty often, so just look at where we can get better from that and just develop more chemistry, as we see more familiar defenses like that.
Speaking of chemistry, obviously tonight was a little bit of a road bump, but you guys have been rolling as of late. How has the chemistry between you and Luka progressed?
Oh, man, I just think, we kind of know each other's spaces on the floor or spots on the floor, and we have the utmost respect for one another, but also we know when to give each other confidence. And it's not just me and Luka, it's the whole entire team, but a lot of visibility is going to be on us and our leadership, so we relish in that responsibility. And he's been doing it here for the last 6 years, so me coming in and just being a valuable piece for the team and alongside him to alleviate some pressure, I feel like I'm doing a great job, but at the end of the day, I still feel like we can get better. And our chemistry will continue to develop the more pressure situations we're in and tougher teams we play. But we've had our fair share of tests, and I think we can evaluate that we've done well, but we can still do better.
A lot of the season has been about other guys stepping up at various times. Why do you think that didn't happen tonight, and could that have been a carryover from the fourth quarter the other night?
Man, no excuses. I don't know the exact reasons, but I can say that the Clippers made it tough tonight in that first quarter. We just didn't have that energy or that push to get over that hump, that 11-point lead, that 13-point lead. They kept pushing, and then towards the end of the game, they got even more physical and basically made us walk off the floor, made us play our guys out there towards the end of the game. So, again, you got to give the Clippers credit, but for us, we're back to the drawing board. Had a few nice days in LA, but now it's time to get home.
Kyrie, congrats on your, on reaching 16K first off.
Thank you.
But a lot of kids, look up to you with the handle. But I think one thing that really sticks out is your efficiency. And then you help guys like Brandon McCoy and younger guys coming up. But
yeah.
With them, how do you tell them, how to be efficient with the, amount of creativity that you have and bring to it too as well?
Man, well, I feel like I've been relatively efficient throughout my career, just looking at the numbers, but at the end of the day, all those shots that no one sees, all those moves that I practice when no one sees, that's what it's for. And I got a chance to be in the gym with Brandon and his pops. I got to meet them, and we played in the Drew League together. And I feel like I have a few youngins out there that I have great relationships with and their parents, and me and my family have done it. You're talking about reaching the pinnacle of the mountain, putting in a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifices that no one really gets to appreciate or understand until your career's over. So I'm just grateful that I have some youngins that could pay it forward, and I know they're consistently watching me. So I don't take it lightly in terms of responsibility of being a young OG out here and helping them off the court more than on the court. And I think that's pretty much where I stand when I'm talking to them. It's just appreciate the life you have. Life is going to change. People around you are going to change. Don't let this money change you. Don't let this fame change you. Don't let anything in this business externally change you internally. Just continue to mature. And it's a heck of a life. I can't say it enough. Being 19 years old and getting drafted to the NBA, you're in an adult world, a very mature world, and you're expected to be something of an image or something of what everyone else wants you. So I had to matured past those standpoints in my life, or those phases in my life. I had to outgrow them. So now that I'm able to speak on it and be vulnerable with them, I think it brings us closer together. So, and girls and boys, you know, and I see all of them. So.
Hi,
Speaking of
Kai.
that,
Russell Westbrook commented on how he respected everything that you stand for, and he's thankful for like you supporting him in the league. How does that make you feel when you hear stuff like that?
I'm grateful that I have that respect. You know, but I think it started off the court with a lot of those guys and a lot of my peers because, you know, if you look at even just this team right here, Kawhi's my draft class, PG's a year ahead, Russ is a few years ahead. I've been playing these guys for a long time now, so we've had Team USA camps together. We've had, you know, series against each other. I've been teammates with a few of the guys, and I think you can see that you know, we have less time playing than we do more, some of us, and the times that we do get to compete against each other, we relish in it. But off the court, we see each other in the summertime, always wishing well for their families, always praying for them. So I appreciate the respect, and it goes both ways. So.
You guys only got about 21 games healthy with you, James, and KD, and it's always a
What you
big
say?
so you, KD, and James Harden. Always, you got like 21 games together in Brooklyn healthy, and it's always like a big what if. Even James talked about it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
Do
man.
you have a relationship with him? Do you ever think about how that could have gone differently at all?
I mean, we could sit here and play the what if scenarios all day, bro. But you know, for me, even when James came to Brooklyn, and a lot of my peers and a lot of my teammates, a lot of my guys that I play with, I've always told them that this is bigger than just us being teammates right now, present moment. You got to do what's best for you, and it's unfortunate that, you know, me, James, and KD are part of the NBA history what ifs of just having a super team and the expectations on us. And we did have a few good seasons, and outside of just the things we couldn't control with the vaccine stuff and the mandates in New York City and just the up and downs of you know, scenarios and circumstances, I mean, I felt like we did pretty well. So I don't look back on that aspect of my career disappointed. I just think, you know, it's kind of like one of those, the time that got away, the girl that got away. You know, it's just, it'll hurt you for the rest of your life. You're like looking at it, you got a great bad wife, you know, kids and all that, and you're like, you know, so I don't second guess it. I don't want to get in trouble with my wife at all, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about nobody else, baby. You know, but it feels like that kind of, you know, at FOMO, you missed out on something great. So.
Hey,
yes,
Kyrie, many people love you not only because you are a basketball player, but how you constantly make your voice be heard outside of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So you went to China this summer and with Anta as CCO for the brand.
Mm-hmm.
How does it make you feel seeing your vision being manifest into existence and feeling the love from the next generation of youth who you have inspired?
Oh man, that's a great question. I appreciate the love I get here and also the love I get internationally. I've spent, you know, quite some time in China, and I still remember my first trip when I went over there, and I got to see some of my peers receive that same love from Asia or China, or traveling just around internationally. You know, it just goes to show you that basketball unites a lot of people, the sport unites a lot of people, and then also what we stand for off the court also unites a lot of people. So I don't take it lightly. Again, I don't take any of these moments for granted. I'm getting older in this league. I'm grateful I can still be healthy, still make impact out there, and still continue to get better. And I feel like the support system is growing with me. So just want to see it get bigger. And when I'm done playing this game, I could look back and say I did it my way, and I had some great you know, supporters along the way that were there for me from whatever year they came along. So.
You mentioned the importance of
Last
alleviating pressure from Luka Doncic, and you went on a pretty big scoring run after the Clippers went up by like 24. How important for you was it to kind of put together that scoring run to bring it back to 13?
I mean, all points count. All points count. That's the object of this game here, and that's you know, the hardest thing to do in this league is score at a very high rate, and especially do it back-to-back possessions, let alone, you know, one possession. So I just tried to ease our our pain tonight a little bit on that end, and shots were in and out. We took some tough ones, but alleviating the pressure can't just come from me. It's got to come from all guys on the team. And again, we got our butts handed to us tonight, and we just have to take this loss and continue to learn from it.
Thanks.
Look at you. You guys be well. Appreciate the questions.